Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be creating an elegant black and white painting and a stunning golden accent. This artwork is simple yet sophisticated, and it's perfect for decorating your space or gifting it to someone special. Let's begin by gathering everything we'll need. Black, white and gold paint, golden flakes, a wide flat brush, canvas. I recommend using a narrow canvas for this piece. I'm working with 5 to 7 aspect ratio canvas, which complements the design's beauty. A pencil for some light sketching and a water can. To start, I'm using a pencil to draw a very light line on the canvas. This line isn't meant to be precise or perfect, it's just a loose guide to help map out where the black and white sections will meet. It doesn't need to be serious or exact, just something to keep us on track as we work. Next, we'll apply black paint on one side of canvas. For this step, don't overthink it. Just let the process flow naturally. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Sometimes uneven application can make the painting feel more alive. Also, the number of layers will depend on the consistency of your paint. However, there are a few tips to keep in mind. When applying the paint closer to black and white meeting point, sweep your brush outwards, using plenty of water to keep a brush moist, as this will create a soft, streaky transaction rather than sharp, definite line of a brush. The goal here is to make the paint look lighter and more blended in this area. If the paint is too thick, it will create a harsh edge, which we want to avoid. Also, let the paint dry completely before adding another layer, and feel free to apply as many layers as you think the piece needs. Just so you know what to aim for, this is a close-up and inside of the finished painting. Notice how the transition is soft and smooth, with the brush strokes adding a nice texture to the piece. Once the black paint has dried, it's time to move on to the white side. This part requires a bit more patience, so take your time and don't rush. Apply the white paint in the same sweeping motion, keeping the brush moist to maintain that soft collaboration effect. It's crucial to keep your strokes straight in this step, as uneven strokes can make the transaction look less polished. If you do make a mistake, don't worry, it's easy to fix by bringing back a bit of black paint later. Here's another close-up to show you my strokes. As you can see, I'm being as precise as possible with each stroke to achieve that smooth gradient. I wanted to show you this spot right here that I messed up a bit. I will simply touch it up with black paint once the white layer is finished. After a few final adjustments, check to make sure the black paint beneath the white doesn't show through too much. The goal isn't a perfect blend, but rather a collaboration between the black and white section, where the brush strokes themselves add character and depth. Now, let's bring back black paint where it's necessary before moving on to the next step, that way correcting all mistakes that were made during application. Again, a look to the finished black and white transition. Now, let's bring the golden accent to elevate the piece. Start by applying a layer of gold paint where you want the accent to be. Don't worry about the precision here. The more organic and dimensional it looks, the better. Play around with long sweeping strokes that feel almost accidental for a natural smudged effect. Once the first layer is dry, it's time to add the golden flakes. I'm using the same gold paint as glue for this step, but you can use glue if you have one. I'm not using any specific technique, just applying the flakes as I go. One tip: keep your fingers clean and dry, as sticky fingers can make this part messy. After the flakes are in place, let the painting dry completely. Then, use a soft brush to gently remove any excess flakes. Be careful not to use a hard brush, as it can remove more flakes than you'd like. Finally, don't forget to paint the edges of your canvas to match the design of your painting. This little detail adds a polished, professional look to the finished piece. And there you have it, a stunning black and white painting with a golden accent, perfect for any space. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. Thank you for watching and see you in next video.